Good morning, everybody. It's Tamara Bennett from Southern Adornments Decor. Today, I am doing a little something different than Friday Fab 5. We're going to be putting new member names on our wall. I've got my list of names here. If you missed it on Monday, we started this board, and it's got all the names of the new members that have joined the Painters Clubhouse, and we've got several slots left. So we're going to fill this side up today. In just a moment. And then I've also got a door hanger sitting here that I am so excited to reveal to you guys because I just finished it up this morning. And I did like the sample because this is the one that we're going to be painting inside the clubhouse in May as a part of our Painters Clubhouse birthday bash. Plus, I've got some of the wood blanks sitting here to show you for the projects that we're going to do. I got that hung up there real crooked, didn't I? And what else? And we're just going to talk about all the things. So drop me a comment. Let me know who's here, who's watching. Hello, Angel. Good morning. And Hannah and Linda. Hello, hello. Hopefully you guys got the announcement that I was getting ready to go live. Some of you may have not gotten it this morning because when I got ready to send it out, it said it popped up how many people it was going to, and it wasn't the normal number of people that it was supposed to go to. My hair is kind of crazy this morning. And I think it's because I sent out a notice last night. So last night I went live at like 8:15 p.m. and I showed, like I held up and did like a show and tell and showed you a lot of the door hangers that I have sitting here in my craft room that we've painted over the years in the clubhouse. So we showed them off. We talked about what we love about them. We shared stories and things like that. And so if you missed that, you can go back and watch it. But anyway, I went live last night. So I think that's because I sent an alert last night. I think it won't send the alert to everyone this morning. So long story short, you might not have gotten a notification that I was going live. If you didn't get one at all and you never gotten my notifications, you can do that by commenting alert in the chat, and it will, but that only works on Facebook. It'll send a message to your Facebook Messenger asking if you want to be notified. Okay, good. Wendy got it. Good morning, Wendy and Barbara. I see Cindy and Marie are here. Emmy's here. Hello, Judy and Barbara. All you ladies are hopping in the comments. I love it. Thank you. It is Friday. It's Friday. We made it through the week. And I feel super weird about the fact that next week is May. I don't know. I'm like, I just got used to the idea that it's April. And now you're telling me it's going to be May? The year is just flying by. So anyway, in just a moment, we're going to start putting some more names on our board. And then after we get through that, I've got a few things I want to show you. Some of you might have already seen a sneak peek of it over on my TikTok page. I just wrapped up here. You want to see a little peeky peek? I'll give you a little peek. It's a door hanger that we're going to share in just a moment. And it's got frosting on it. I forgot to grab a paint pen, so pardon me a moment. It's got frosting on it because it's a birthday cake door hanger, and we're going to be teaching it May 17th during our birthday bash ceremony. Gwenna got her message on Messenger. Marie said there were a few of us in Painters Clubhouse Zooming while we watched last night. Y'all watched me and you Zoomed last night? What are the odds? That's funny. Okay, let's add a few names to our list. We're going to hop right in. How can I get this on screen? Like my arm is not long enough. Okay, first name on my list is Rhonda Smith. Rhonda Smith. I posted a picture of this poster board. Let me scoot my chair over. I posted a picture of this poster board on my Southern Adornments page last week after I finished it. Katie Skiff coming back into the clubhouse. She was a member already and then had to leave for a while, so she's back. Vicki Cates. And so if you haven't noticed your name on here yet, you can find your name in that photo. If you don't see me write it on here, maybe you joined previous to Monday. You can zoom in, find your name. Janice, sorry, I forgot to say her name. Janice Shevlin, Michelle Hampton. Welcome, ladies. Katie Maddox. Well, yes, welcome to all of our new PC sisters. I see Miss Pam in the comments. Hey, Pam. Margarita's here. Hey, Tina and Sherry. Let's see. Rhonda Crump. My handwriting is not the greatest. Robbie Acton. Joanne Miller. I was like, am I going to say her name right? Joanne. Never heard that name before. It's like Joanne, but with a Z in the middle. Sabrina Smith. Whoop. My pen glitched out on me. Sabrina Smith. We're about to fill this word up. Sorry, I didn't realize I was getting off camera. Good morning, Jan. Hello, Teresa. Thank y'all for saying hello. Let me know if you spot your name on here, if you're a new member. Gail Nobles. Deborah Burcham. I've been seeing lots of posts in the Clubhouse from our new members already. Jen Eastman. Barbara Asleason. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I just misspelled your name. Barbara. Hey. Tiffany. No last name on my list for some reason. So just Tiffany. Chris Archie is what it says. It's not giving me a name. It's just, it's like a username. Sarah Rollins. Need to pump my paint pen. It's trying to quit on me. Timothy Joseph Kalinowski. Is that a guy? Did we add a guy to the Clubhouse? Somebody did message and say, can guys join the Clubhouse? And I said, yeah, we just don't have very many, but yes, totally. Marie said, I'm so excited for the birthday cake. Rainbow's my favorite color. I cannot wait to show it off to you guys in a second. I just finished it like a half hour ago, and I had the fan in my craft room going wide open, trying to like dry it because I was like, I'm going to have to hold this up and touch it, and I don't want to mess it up. Joyce Weston, Laura Laufenberg, Angel Watson. Angel's here on the live with us, aren't you? Angel, you're in the pink paint swipe. Hello, Miss Wendy. Lynn says, when you have time, can you please explain to me what we get for the money? Example, is it a kit or just stuff to print? Yes, I'm going to do that in just a moment. Gwenna said, can you post a link or information about what kind of pens? Oh, this is Artistro paint pens. These are linked to my Amazon favorites. So I'll just drop my Amazon link in the comments for you. And you just have to go over to the crafting category of it. And they're right there. This is the Artistro medium tip. Okay. Angel was the last one on my list. Kim Kolb. Ah, there's Angel in the comments. Risa Foley. Carolyn Redden. This was my list as of midnight last night. Galia. That's a pretty name. Galia Limbaugh. Kay Bracy. Roberta. I did pick up a new poster board at Dollar Tree last night. So if I have to start a new one, I will. Mickey. Hopefully I have to start another one. That means we will have filled it up. Mickey Simonson, Teresa Shepard. I think we've got enough to at least finish out. Whoops. I started to misspell Teresa's name. Denise Potash. I'm probably butchering y'all's names. And Katie Salchal. Katie, yes. So yeah, I have one more spot. I don't know if I'm going to put somebody in that last little spot. It's kind of sad. It's barely fitting on the poster board here. So let me hang this up. And we have filled the board. Filled it up. So let me switch angles here. Wow, it is full. That is 130 new members. How awesome is that? I'm laughing at myself, hopping my little chair across the floor. Thank y'all for the questions. Now let's get to the things. Wendy says, is the birthday cake part of the companion pack for the May, or is it available in the shop? It's part of the companion pack, but it is available separately from the companion pack. So if you're a Painters Clubhouse member and you don't want to purchase the entire kit for the month, you can get just the one piece of the kit if that's what you prefer. To do that, you would log into the member library, go to that link and click there to buy the blank, and it'll send you there. Marie says her Amazon link's dangerous. So much good stuff, not just crafting supplies. Oh, I know. I've been working on it and adding to it over the years. All right. So without further ado, I will answer all y'all's questions about what you get and all that in just a moment. But I could not wait a moment longer to show y'all this. And I got to be careful how I hold it because that frosting is not dry. So you remember how I told you we're going to be doing a birthday bash May 17th, and we're going to be painting a door hanger? Well, this is the door hanger that we're going to be painting. I had to look to see if my Apple Watch messed up part of the frosting. So we're going to be painting this door hanger, and we're going to be doing it a couple of different ways. Lauren, I think, is going to be joining me on the live, and she's going to paint hers a little simpler. So if this terrifies you, no worries. Lauren's not going to be using frosting on hers. She's going to just use paint and teach it in a little bit of a simpler way. But if you want to take your door hanger to the next level, pick up a container of, you only need like a 16-ounce container of Fast and Final. That's the brand at Walmart. Lightweight spackling. Doesn't have to be that brand, but lightweight spackling is what you need. And you're going to need like a piping bag and a star frosting tip. So if you don't have cake decorating tools, you can just pick up a couple of basic things like that at Walmart or Hobby Lobby. You're going to need a star tip and a frosting bag. But let me show you this goodness up close. Look how cute. Y'all, I just finished this up this morning, and doing this, I was like, did I miss my calling as a cake decorator? What? I laughed and told my creative club friends, I was like, if this door hanger thing doesn't work out, I think I could become a cake decorator. They were like, for sure. Karen says, that's the day after my birthday. Well, I feel like we'll be celebrating your birthday then, Karen. We're celebrating the Painters Clubhouse birthday, technically. The Clubhouse turns 7 years old this month, so we're celebrating a little late on May 17th. It's going to be a Saturday. Oh, that's your birthday too, Barbara? Well, happy birthday early. We'll be painting on your birthday. We're going to paint this door hanger. We're going to teach it in 2 different ways. Way number 1 will be much simpler, no frosting, just paint and maybe a few sprinkles. Way number 2 will be the one that I just showed you with the frosting on it. And so it's not nearly as hard as you think, especially if you follow along with the tutorial. But if you're intimidated by that, that is the little bit more like advanced version, because you have to use like a piping bag and a lightweight frosting and a lightweight spackle and all of that. And so I could see how that would be intimidating to somebody who's maybe never painted before and maybe never decorated a cake before. So don't feel like you have to jump right into something that, over the top. You can just do the simple version. And then when you feel more confident, you could paint it again or add frosting to it later. Denise said, I have a question. Is the April 15th class, how do I hang the door hanger? Denise, I think you're talking about our Lola door hanger here. I just tied a knot in some jute string and literally stapled it into the edge of the door hanger. So it's stapled on both sides. And so that way it's not stapled to the front or the back. It's stapled kind of to the edge. If you don't want to do that, you could drill some tiny little holes and run the jute string or wire through that, and you'll be able to do that. Hey, Joe. Michael is at Joe's house this week. He said, your hubby says hi. You're awesome in every way. Aw, thank you, Joe. You're too sweet. He's missing me. That's why he's watching me on Facebook Live. Everybody say hi to Joe and Michael. Michael doesn't have Facebook on his phone anymore, so they probably pulled it up on Joe's phone. I'm going to be live inside the Painters Clubhouse Monday to paint this side of the project. So if you painted this one with us last week during the workshop, you should already have the template and everything, the supply list and whatnot, and you're just lacking the tutorial. So join us in the Painters Clubhouse, comment PC info, and it'll send you a link to join. He's smiling. And you can come and paint that one with us on Monday inside the group. And so you'll already have, especially if you ordered like the kit and the paint pack, you already have the paint colors you need. You already have the wood letters and the wood blank. You just have to sit down and paint with us on Monday. You love the cake, Wendy or Lisa? I'm going to hold the cake up one more time because I don't know if Michael was watching when when I held this up. So if Michael's still watching, check this out. Isn't this cool? I finished it up this morning. I added frosting to the cake. He's going to be asking me to bake him a real cake now and do frosting like this. When I make my ding dong cake for everybody, I don't do frosting like this. I just spread it on with a knife. I don't use a piping bag, but man, I feel like I missed my calling with cake decorating. Okay, questions. Sherry said, I've been a member for several months and I decided it was time to do the annual subscription. She said, I love the Painters Clubhouse community so much. Thank you for saying that, Sherry. If you do join annually, you can get this crafting bundle of supplies as a bonus, and you get 2 months for free. So not only are you saving money over the course of the year, but you're also getting this $140 value in crafting supplies. So I'm glad you said that. I usually forget to tell about the annual sign-up bonus. Christina said, I can't wait to paint that cake. I'm going to be out of town that weekend, but I'll watch the replay. Yeah, replays will be available. We're doing 2 different projects that day. We're doing the cake that I just showed you, and we are doing a banner. Do you see that banner right there across the top that holds, I've got it right here too. I can show you the actual wood blanks, but I haven't painted the samples for this one yet. And then you're also if you buy the companion pack, you can choose 2 different options. Number 1 comes with the cake, the banner, and the little bonus gift cake, which is a 12-inch cake. So you could paint a miniature version to match the big one. This one was intended to like sit on a shelf or maybe go on your home or welcome porch leaner. And then if you choose option 2, you get all that plus the star at the bottom. And the star is going to be taught by Jennifer Radin from Canvas Sign Designs. She's our guest artist. Now, that is not happening on May 17th. I believe she's going live May 14th to teach this one. So if you're not following her, go check her out at Canvas Sign Designs here on Facebook. But it's a patriotic star with some flowers. But I feel like it's like it's like the kind of patriotic that could be left up pretty much any time of year. Jan says, I love how you teach. Thank you for saying that. Marie says they make clay sprinkles. I have some, Marie, but mine are Christmassy, so I didn't put sprinkles on mine. But I'm thinking I could pick up some sprinkles that are more birthday cakey, like rainbow sprinkles, and I could incorporate a few of those in my spackle when I actually teach it on May 17th. But I didn't have any here with me. I think Lauren, when she teaches hers, might incorporate a few painted on sprinkles. I'm not quite sure how she's going to do that. So hers will be simpler than mine. Okay, now to answer your questions about like what do you get when you sign up and all the things, this is the banner for those of you wondering. It is made of a lighter weight material. It's only 1/8 of an inch thick, but you'll get all of these pieces in that companion pack, and we'll be painting that one live on May 17th. So there has been a little bit of confusion because we do talk a lot about the companion pack and the wood blanks and all that, but the Painters Clubhouse does not come with wood blanks. It comes with digital templates, supply lists, tutorials, and a community. So that's technically like what you get when you sign up. So I'm going to put it up on the screen so you can like read exactly exactly what you get when you sign up. But for convenience, we offer the ability to purchase wood blanks individually for any of our tutorials. So if it's a design that we taught 2 years ago and you want to paint it, you can go in there and order the wood blank for that design and have it sent to you. But what we encourage you to do after you've been painting for a while and get more comfortable with all of this is to dip your toe in the water of learning how to cut your own pieces. Why? Not because I don't want to continue selling you wood blanks. I would love to continue selling you wood blanks. That helps support me and my family and my business. But I know that if you learn how to cut your own wood blanks, it's going to unlock an entire world of creativity for you, because no longer will you be shackled to having to order wood blanks and waiting for them to arrive. You'll be able to pick up a tool and go cut out your piece at any time and in any shape you want for any project. So it literally just unlocks your creativity and allows you to it's like a bird that's had clipped wings and all of a sudden you can fly. So if you're looking at me right now and you're like, there is no way I'm ever going to use a jigsaw, there's no way I'm ever going to use a scroll saw, I'll say this: you don't have to. You can just order wood blanks and use your discount code and paint along with us every month and just pick up pieces at your local craft store. But I want you to just put it in the back of your mind as a maybe one day I will. Because I think once you get in this community and you see all of these ladies holding up their projects and saying, I just cut and painted my first door hanger. This is the first one I ever cut with my jigsaw. Or you'll see the pictures of their project on the sawhorse with the jigsaw, and they're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I did it. It gives you this weird sense of like, I am woman, hear me roar. I just use power tools. I feel so empowered now because I just turned this boring piece of plywood into a shape, and now I've painted it, and it's something beautiful that I can sell. I can paint, I can hang it on my door. I can give it as a gift. It's very empowering. Give me a yes and an amen in the comments if you're a Painters Clubhouse member who knows what I'm talking about. Marie says, yes, it's empowering. Some of our members have decided that the cutting part is just as therapeutic as the painting part. Now, personally, I don't agree with that, but to each their own. The cutting part was always a means to an end to me. I never really enjoyed cutting and sanding and all that. Now, my husband, he loves sanding. He loves staining. He loves working with wood. And some of our ladies are like that. They enjoy working with wood and power tools and getting their hands a little dirty. And it's funny because once you join our group, you'll find yourself telling your husband that for Mother's Day or your birthday or Christmas, you want a jigsaw or you want a new sander or mama wants a laser machine. That's a whole lot more of an expensive purchase. Okay. But maybe it's just a circle cutting jig. If you're like, what's a circle cutting jig? Don't worry. We have a video about it in the Painters Clubhouse. Lauren taught us how to use a circle cutting jig that makes 8 cutting out round shapes a piece of cake. Wanda says, yes, I love cutting and creating. Dina says, I cut all of my boards out. Somebody commented yesterday and said, I was a little disappointed to find out that your membership doesn't come with kits, like that it's not included. And let me just say, the kits are optional. If you want to purchase them each month, they are available there, and we have them at the cheapest price we're able to offer them. They're already discounted to 20% off, so you're not going to have to grab a coupon code or any of that. So it's cheaper than what you would find them in our shop for. And the reason it's optional is because we know life gets busy, and I don't want these door hangers to start piling up on you and you to feel like you're behind on something. So it's kind of a pick and choose sort of situation. So if you're inspired by our projects this month, like this fun little birthday cake with the frosting, hold it up again for those that might have just logged on. We showed this earlier. If you're inspired by that and you know you want to do it, then you can grab that companion pack and paint right along with us, and you'll have something to work on that month. Linda says, yes, it's empowering. The only thing I hate is sanding. Pam says, I'm only 5 foot tall and I've learned how to use power tools. Dina loves the smell of the wood. I love the smell of the MDF wood that we cut on the lasers. It kind of has like a spicy cinnamon sort of smell. Have y'all noticed that? Does it still smell like that when it gets to you? Susan says, I use my sander. My husband cuts all my wood because I break too many blades. Okay. And let me tell you, the reason that the kits aren't included in the membership is this. Years ago, when I started this membership, before it was the Painters Clubhouse, I had another group that I called the Virtual Paint Party Group. And in that group, I mailed you a project every month and we painted together. But then I started to hear from you guys that you didn't need the wood blank. You're like, girl, I know how to cut that. I just need to know how to paint it. I need you to hold my hand while I paint it. Tell me what colors to use. Tell me where to start. Tell me how to do that cool thing you did with the frosting, the spackle, or the lettering, how you painted that flower. They needed the techniques. They needed the tutorials. They didn't need the physical wood pieces. And they needed help drawing the design. That was the other thing that they needed help with. So I figured out how to create the templates to allow them to be able to trace the same exact design that I'm painting at home and cut it themselves. They can cut 1 or they can cut 10. If they're preparing for a paint party or a craft fair, they can cut 10 of them out right there. So that's why I created the Painters Clubhouse and gave you guys templates instead of wood blanks up front, because so many of you guys needed the tutorials and the community. The community is another part of it we haven't even talked about. You needed that sisterhood and that community to lean on as you learn to paint. And so inevitably, some of our members, when they join, will see comments like this or posts where people are talking about how much fun they're having cutting out door hangers and how empowered they feel. And it inspires them to be like, if she can do that and she's my age and she has the same or a similar disability to me, maybe I can do that too. Candy says, I love having my laser. Marie just bought a laser too. Lasers are super fun, but they're very expensive. So usually the people who buy a laser machine are the ones who are doing this for a business and have really kind of like solidified their footprint in their business and like their customer base and stuff. And it's a need instead of a want at that point. Wendy said, I think that the fee for Painters Clubhouse and getting access to all the painting and templates in the club is definitely worth the price we pay. Wendy, I appreciate that so much. I know it's worth it. And I love that you know it's worth it. But for people on the outside who are like, but wait a minute, we don't get like a physical kit in the mail. They don't realize what all you do get and the impact that it can have. Because if you just came to one paint class with me in person, I might charge $47 just for that one paint class, and you're only learning to paint one thing, right? But in this group, you're getting access to an entire member library of technique videos, tutorials, and all these things just for $47 a month. Heather got her laser in the mail yesterday. That is so exciting. Oh my goodness. Tell us how it goes. Post pictures in the Clubhouse. We love cheering you guys on. When y'all post a picture that your laser arrived today or you just got a brand new jigsaw, we will geek out with you right alongside you. We will get just as excited for you as you are excited for you. Thank you for saying this, Elizabeth. She said, just a reminder, sell one door hanger a month and it can pay for your membership. Exactly. One door hanger a month can offset your costs, and then you're a part of this community at no extra charge. So, and I want to remind you that you do get 2 great bonuses when you join. And actually, one of these bonuses, not this one, this is the Bible painting workshop you'll have access to as soon as you join. This would make a lovely graduation gift or Mother's Day gift. Or just paint a Bible for yourself. You could start working on Bibles now for Christmas gifts in December. So if you know somebody who could use a little bit of a personalized Bible, this is a really great gift. You'll also be getting this welcome packet, which includes this little wood blank of Festive Franny. And I painted her live on Wednesday night here on my page and on YouTube. So if you need to watch that tutorial after your welcome kit arrives, go watch it there. And don't forget about the annual member bonus. So if you sign up as a new annual member, or if you're a current member paying monthly and you convert to annual, you can get 2 months for free plus this $140 value in crafting supplies. So I don't know if I've mentioned that much here on the videos where I've been going live. If you're a current member and you upgrade to annual, this applies to you as well. Janet says, I cut my rounds and I've found a smaller laser to score the templates. Oh, that's nice. I like that idea. Danetta says, I love this group. I enjoy every minute I can soak in. Thank you, Danetta. Wendy says, it's so true. Tamara, most paint parties in my area are $45 for one class. Yeah. Is Uncle Corey here? I saw somebody say hi to Uncle Corey. Here's another sneak peek at a few things we've done in the Clubhouse that you could get started on right away for spring projects if you're itching to start on something. These are all in the member library. Plus, you can get access to like over 100 more tutorials, which I did show you guys a lot of those last night in the live that I did. So if you were in bed last night when I went live, go back and watch that on the replay because I showed probably 30 door hangers that we've painted in the Clubhouse over the last couple of years that I just have sitting around here. And it's kind of nice to like see them instead of seeing a picture of them, to see me hold them up, hold them closer to the screen. I talked about like ways to change them up. So like one of them was a Valentine's bug, like this little design right here. I talked about how you could change that up to be patriotic for 4th of July as a VW bug. Such a fun idea. But just a reminder, Monday, 10 a.m., I'll be live in the Clubhouse for the Lola Patriot version. So if you are working and can't watch it live, there will be a replay. But sometimes some of our members will pop in and be like, hey, I'm watching at work. Keep your voice down, And so we all joke about like trying to be quiet while we're watching live because some of these ladies are at work. So I appreciate you guys letting me do these lives during the day when the kids are at school and I can concentrate and then in the evenings I have time for my family. I have been live a lot lately in the evenings, but that's because I'm trying to really raise awareness about the Clubhouse. I don't want any of you guys who maybe only get on Facebook at night to not find out about this because this is an amazing opportunity. Joining the Clubhouse can change your life, and I don't say that lightly. Judy, to change from monthly to yearly, just contact customer service. Jennifer and Sarah over there and Adrienne can help you do that. I don't say that lightly. And my ladies in the comments can probably attest to this. So many of these ladies have overcome some really hard stuff in the past year, and painting has helped them do that. Some of them have started businesses and it's completely changed their life because they're able to do something they love and provide for their family. Even if it's not like bringing in a huge amount of income every year, it might just be bringing in enough income to pay for a vacation or a trip that you want to take, or to help make that car payment every month. Pam said, I've sold 2 homes since I joined Painters Clubhouse. Both times I left a door hanger that I painted with the home. That's such a lovely idea, Pam. I really love that. Oh, Marie, that little beetle bug would be so cute tie-dyed. Please, please do that. Elizabeth Stoll has been a guest in our clubhouse a couple of times. She actually painted this angel garden gate design that you see right there. She said, this is a wonderful community. You will not find a better group of people. Thank you for that, Elizabeth. She's been a guest in our clubhouse and has taught some really cool techniques. Lynn says, will the cutouts be available to purchase without being in the club? Some of them are in the shop because a few of these designs, after a year or so, we do release some of these designs publicly in the shop, but most of these are exclusive to the clubhouse only. Christina said, did you ever answer when the cake companion pack is available? It's available now, Christina. I actually made a post about it in the clubhouse yesterday. So you can go ahead and begin ordering that. And I'm going to be going live at 10:15. Oh, that's pretty soon. I need to be wrapping this up. I'm going to be going live at 10:15 inside the Painters Clubhouse group for the Clubhouse powwow this week. And we'll be talking about that more. Good morning, Corey. He just woke up. He's been working extra hours this week, so I'm sure he's wore out. Yes, that beetle would be so cute, tie-dyed. Okay, so just a reminder that Painters Clubhouse Birthday Bash, April 17th. Circle it on your calendar so you don't forget, and sign up tonight by midnight. Tomorrow by midnight. I think yesterday I told y'all tomorrow by midnight, and I got my dates mixed up. It's actually tomorrow, Saturday at midnight, April 26th. So you have one more day than I thought you did. I'm notorious for getting my dates on the calendar mixed up. So Saturday at midnight is your last opportunity to join us. And I know that this is going to be huge for so many of you. So if you're thinking, I'm scared, I don't know if this is right for me, get in, try it. We're not like a gym membership that's going to hold you hostage for a year. You can cancel at any time. If you get in and 30 days into it, you're like, this isn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, you can cancel. But I will say most people don't have that experience. Most people get in there and they're like, oh, this is so much cooler than I even envisioned. Like this community is so much more supportive and loving and kind than I've ever been a part of. And I see so many projects that I want to do. And so you've got to give yourself a little bit of time to get your feet wet. Give yourself 90 days is what I always say. That gives you 3 months. Do at least one project. Commit to yourself. I'm going to do at least one project every month for the next 90 days. And see how far you come. In 90 days, you're going to feel transformed. You're going to feel like a completely different person. Right now, you might be feeling like, I don't know if I'm a creative person. Like, I kind of like to look at stuff like that. I like thinking about doing crafts, but I don't know if I have it in me to be able to do a project like that. I've never really painted anything, and the things that I have painted didn't really turn out that well, and I don't like it. I don't even want to hang that project on my wall. I felt like that in the beginning. I told you guys the other day about the rooster that I painted at one of those little like walk-in art studio kind of places. I was proud of him, sort of, but not proud enough to hang him on my wall. I was too busy mentally comparing him to the teacher's project. But when I started painting door hangers, it unlocked something in me because it allows me to hang up something on the door instead of on my wall where I'm going to be sitting on the couch staring at it all day long thinking, there's something wrong with that spot right there that I didn't do a very good job on. And I'm not going to sit and pick it apart if it's on my door. I just see it when I come and go, and I only look at it for a few seconds. That took the pressure off. It didn't have to be super fancy, fine art. It could be fun and whimsical and crafty and creative and a lot freer than what I was pigeonholing myself into, is feeling like it had to look realistic. Realistic's not my style, y'all. I've learned that. I've learned that whimsical and not realistic is my style. Whatever the opposite of non-realistic. I guess whimsical is the word. Whimsical is my style, not realistic. Wendy said that's how I felt. And when I did the first Lola workshop, I was like, wow, I can do this. Yeah, with the right guide and the right tools and the right paint colors and the right steps, you can do this. All you have to do is be willing to follow the guide. I'm your guide, okay? Just follow me. I'll show you where to step and where to go first and what to use and how to do it. And if you will trust the process, we say that a lot around here. If you'll trust the process, get you through that. I'll guide you through that messy middle where you're like, oh, I don't know, Tamara, this is looking like a hot mess. I don't like how my paint colors are doing this. And I feel like I'm outside the lines here and my lettering just feels a little wobbly. I'll guide you through all that and get you to the finish line. When we get to the finish line, then you're allowed to look back at it and judge it. But you're not allowed to judge it from this close, okay? You got to hang it on your door and take 5 steps back. And if you're still being too harsh on your artwork at that point, go to bed. Just go to bed. Go to sleep on it. And then the next morning, get up, take 5 steps back again and look at it and be like, huh, I did better than I thought I did. Because that's always how I feel about my artwork. If I'm picking it apart a little bit, it's because I've been staring at it too long from too close up. And I've been thinking about all the little flaws in it. But usually when I step back from it, especially like the next day or even a month later, y'all saw me last night, didn't you? Last night, I walked through about 30 different door hangers that I've painted in the past. And there were 2 or 3 of them that I was like, look at the shading I did on this one. I'm so proud of myself. And it's because time had passed to the point where I wasn't going to sit and think about all the little flaws on it, that I was thinking about it while I was painting it. And I was able to take a step back and really look at what I did a few months ago. And I could see how proud I was of myself. And so I want that for you. I want you to feel proud of yourself. Yeah, the candy cane fiasco. If I can move past that, you can too. I can mess up. If I can mess up and move on, move past it and not throw away my paints and my brushes, you can too. Marie said, I posted a piece from 2021 recently and compared it to how I paint now in 2025. You'll be surprised at how much you grow if you start. Marie has blossomed. I remember some of your pieces from 2021, Marie, and they were good, but they're nowhere near as good as you are now. And that's because you have really dialed in your artistic style. And so there's a lot of times now I can see a door hanger before I even see that Marie posted it. I know it's Marie's because she has started to dial in her style. I do the same thing with Pam Savage. A lot of you can agree with me on this right here. Pam Savage. Did y'all see the video I shared of Pam on, I did it on Reels the other day, and I shared some of her artwork. I can see pictures of Pam's artwork anywhere on Facebook. And I don't even have to see that it was Pam that posted it. I can immediately be like, oh, that must be Pam's, because Pam's artwork has a specific style. And this did not happen overnight, ladies and gentlemen. This happened over a period of time of her painting lots of projects and learning new techniques and figuring out what works for her and what she likes, what style she likes. And she started incorporating it into all of her artwork. And now you can really see it. You can really see her style develop. And it's instantly recognizable. If I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see one of these projects, even though this right here, this one was taught by another, I thought I paused it. This one right here was taught by another artist here online as a workshop. Miss Pam followed the workshop, but you know what? She made it her own. And it doesn't look like the original. It looks like Pam's version of that door hanger. And that's where all of you will get eventually. If you keep up at this and you keep working on it, you keep learning new techniques, you keep figuring out what little things you like on a door hanger. Pam loves to do that tiny little dot style. And y'all, they're way across the room. She came up with these cute little dot tools that she is now selling. Marie actually shared a picture of them the other day. I'm going to pull up your picture, Marie. Her page is called The Crafty Palette. She shared a picture of these that she got from Miss Pam. It's these little dot tools. and they make like a circle or some little dots. And she does those on all of her door hangers. And that's one of the reasons why her door hangers are so instantly recognizable and easy to pick out, is because she has little things like that that set hers apart, that is her style. Susan says, even our artwork needs social distancing sometimes. Yeah, put it on the door, take 5 paces back, give yourself 6 feet of social distancing from your door hanger before you judge it. Wanda says, I agree. I have to step back, take a break, and then I go back and it looks better than I thought it did and then I can continue. Pam said, I painted with friends yesterday. We didn't finish and they can't come back until next week. I'm going to cheat on them and finish because I had so much fun painting. I forgot how good it feels to create. Sometimes we can get so bogged down in the daily life that we live and the anxiety that we feel and the stress, and we think, I just don't feel like creating right now. But you know what that is? That's your brain tricking you. If you are feeling anxiety and stress, your creative brain is switched off. You can't access it, right? Because we have right and left hemispheres of our brain, and anxiety lives on one side of the apartment and creativity lives on the other side of the apartment. And so if anxiety has the music up loud and they're stressing out the creative side of your brain by playing the music too loud and being really, like, I'm giving you a metaphor here, right? Like if you live in an apartment, you can hear the neighbors playing the music too loud. You can't relax. You can't feel like you want to paint because you can't even do anything for all the noise over there. But if you can start playing your own noise, i.e. painting, if you can start doing something creative on your side of the apartment, it will drown out what's going on the other side and switch it off. And all of a sudden you can't hear the noise on the other side. Are you following my metaphor, or did I lose you? If you want to turn off the anxious and the stressed side of your brain, you've got to create. And I'm preaching to some of you right now who are Painters Clubhouse members who might be feeling like you haven't created in months or weeks. If you're willing to admit it, drop in the comments. If you're stuck in a creative rut and you've been too stressed to create, you have to push through it. You have to push through it and start on something. Pick a project. I don't care what it is. I don't care if you are just coloring in a coloring book or just slapping paint on a canvas and seeing what happens. You have to start in order to switch off that anxious, stressed side of your brain in order for your creativity to flourish. One can't happen without the other. But if you start the creativity, everything else goes quiet and you'll feel so much better. You'll feel relaxed. You'll feel centered. You'll be able to take a deep breath. You'll feel like yourself. And that's what painting can do for you. And so if you're struggling to do that on your own, join our community. Come do it with us. We do fun projects every month, plus you'll have access to an entire library. It's like a buffet, a Netflix of door hangers, if you will, that you can access at any time. And you can lean on us. If you're going through one of those ruts, let us know. Let us help you through it. Hop on a Zoom call with us. The Zoom calls is one of the best places to help you through a rut because you can be sitting there just watching these ladies paint and talking to them about what's stressing you out. And the next thing you know, you're like, I think I want to paint one of those. I think I've got that blank in my closet. I could pull that out and paint that right now. That'll unlock it for you. Marie says, look, I sometimes put it in the closet for a week before I come back to it. It needs a timeout, right, Marie? Melissa said, it's so true. It is my escape from life. Mary says she's struggled with that before. Pam says, beyond stressed, and I need to stop listening to the lies. Yes, that's the enemy whispering in your ear. I think of the cartoons that used to come on when I was a kid, and it showed like a little angel on one side and a devil on the other. Let's imagine for a moment the angel is creativity, positivity, and light, and the devil is anxiety, stress, and all the bad things in your life. And you're too busy listening to the devil and to all of the anxiety and stress that's keeping you down, that's telling you, you don't want to create right now. You don't want to pick up a paintbrush. You don't feel like it. Go lay down. Go watch some more Netflix. That'll make you feel better. But it's a lie. It's a lie. And you need to start listening to this one. This one's going to make you feel better. It's going to say, go pick up a paintbrush. Come on. It used to make you feel so good. You'll feel so good when you finish a project because you'll be able to hold it up and look and be like, I did that. Oh my goodness, I did that. And it gives you a boost of self-confidence, makes you feel better. Linda said, that's how I felt in January, then in debt. And we started to have more Zoom calls and I was able to create again. We've been having a lot of Zoom calls lately. And I think it's because right now, as a nation, we are all a little stressed out, right? The economy is kind of going on a roller coaster right now, and we need a little stability. So if you need that stability, a group like this can provide you with stability because it's going to keep you accountable to being creative, give you these Zoom calls where you can connect with other people who are going through the same thing and kind of help you just to get back on an even keel, an even path. Lorna says, dealing with all the senior moments right now. Can't wait for graduate. Oh, yes, I have a senior too. He's graduating May 23rd. Yep, I can relate. Danetta says her job is stressful. Painting has become her release. I've been painting in my workbook since lunch. I love that. Mary can relate to that devil angel analogy. I feel like I need to pull up an old cartoon clip and put it on the screen. All right, y'all, my time is out. I'm supposed to be live in the Clubhouse right now for the powwow, but I got my preachy pants on and got to talking too long. So thank y'all for joining me today. Go join the Painters Clubhouse, PC info to join. I'm going to try to go live one more time tonight. It's up in the air whether or not what that's going to be, what time that's going to be, and if it's even going to happen. So comment alert. That way you get the little notifications whenever I go live so you don't miss it. I'll see you inside the Clubhouse in just a moment. Bye, y'all.